Hi guys, so today I want to talk to you about concealers, drugstore concealers that I have tried which are available in Pakistan. So let's get right into it. The first concealer that I'm going to be talking about is LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. This was a big hot seller back in the days. By back in the days I mean a few years back. I use this in the shade Light Ivory, but let me show you on my skin. So I bought this online, so the shade isn't perfect, but when I blend it, it just does kind of look okay. So this is the shade. Doesn't really match my skin exactly. I need to find a better suitable shade. But the thing is, what I love about this concealer is it's like medium coverage, totally blendable. It really sits well. It does crease a little bit, but you can totally set it with a setting powder and it stays there perfectly the whole day. This is actually my go-to concealer. It does not oxidize much, which is the best thing about it, that I don't have to worry about it turning into a different shade after a few hours of application or a few minutes of application. Why is my face itching so much? Ugh. The reason why I love this as my go-to is because when I'm in a hurry, when I'm just doing one of my everyday makeup looks, what I do is I just dab a little bit on with my ring finger, and for that it's perfect. It has a very nice creamy texture to it, which I absolutely love. The applicator is not really perfect. If I want to apply it directly to my eyes, I avoid doing that because I feel like it's a little harsh for your under eyes, because it's a very sensitive area. So then what I do is I put it on the back of my hand and then I dab it. So yeah, this is definitely my go-to, given its texture, its consistency, the way it blends, and that it does not oxidize much. So this is my number one, and it's quite reasonable. It's under 1,000 rupees. I've seen it being sold for 700, 600, 500, 800, 1100, so it depends on where you buy it from. The next concealer I'm going to talk about is by NYX. Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Okay, wait, first let me just show you its consistency. I love the wand. I love the applicator. It's so good. Look at this. It's shaped so perfect. It's just shaped, it has a little bit of a diagonal angle to it, so it applies so smoothly on the hand. It just goes on the face or whatever you're applying it, just goes on like this so perfectly. It also has a lovely, beautiful, creamy texture, and I feel like right now if I apply this to my hand, it feels like this shade really matches my skin tone, right? Especially for the under eyes, because you want it to feel a little bright, right? And that's why I got this one. But the reason I'm not very confident in applying this concealer is because it oxidizes too much. It will turn so dark and orangish half an hour or so that I really don't want to risk it sometimes. But still, it is great coverage. There are amazing reviews online about it. I feel like it has already started oxidizing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, it has. But it's great coverage. I mean, the coverage is great. It lasts for a really, really long time. It doesn't crease much. One of the good things about this is it's high coverage, full coverage. It lasts really long, doesn't crease much, and yeah, but it oxidizes. If that wasn't the issue with it, this would be my favorite. This would literally be my favorite because the applicator, the wand, everything, the texture, it's great. I mean, yeah, I can use my fingers and I can just blend it in, but it oxidizes a lot. And this is the shade Natural, in case anyone's wondering. Goes perfectly with my skin tone, but see, it has already started to oxidize. Anyways, so yeah, I got this from Vegas for around 1100, but yeah, depends on, again, these things mostly depend on where you buy it from because the prices vary. I will show you a dupe of this concealer. Literally, it's like the perfect dupe. Miss Rose concealer. So I've seen people either love it or hate it, so let me know what team you are on. The wand is quite similar to the one that I just showed you, the NYX one. It has a little diagonal angle at the end as well. Let's apply this to my hand to see. Also a lovely creamy texture. There we go. And quite nearly perfect shade. I got this from Daraz, but anyways, I'll tell you the details about it later. So yeah, let me just blend it out a little bit. See? Okay, can you guys notice the difference? It has oxidized. It's dark now. It's literally as orange as almost this one now. So yeah, I hate that about it. Anyways, the Miss Rose concealer does not oxidize much. I really like it. It is again, it's great coverage. It's medium to full coverage. And look at the bottles even. Wait, let me just show you for comparison's sake how perfectly duped this is. Look, the tubes are similar, the shades are similar. My Miss Rose concealer is in the shade Beige Dew, and it's the same shade. Like, I can't really tell much of a difference. See, and the wands are the same, the coverage is more or less the same. This doesn't oxidize. But the reason I avoid using the Miss Rose concealer is because I have very sensitive skin and sensitive eyes. It has a little bit of fragrance to it. Yeah, not a little bit, but like, yeah, it's more than a little bit, because I'm not, these concealers, the other concealers, they don't smell like anything. They don't have any fragrance. Yeah, it just smells like whatever is inside it. No fragrance, right? So, which is why I am guessing that it irritates my skin and my eyes. So every time I apply it, my eyes get so watery and they start turning red. So yeah, I don't use this much as a concealer. I do use it sometimes as an eyeshadow primer, but I wish I could use this more often because it really is great. And not even mentioning the price right now, because this was for like $250. I think I bought it from Daraz, from the official Miss Rose store, so it's probably gonna cost you around $250 to $300, which is great. So if you're not somebody who suffers from sensitive skin, if you're someone who does not suffer from sensitive skin and you can this concealer suits you, then I feel like it's amazing. It really is. You should definitely try it. It's definitely worth a try. For the price, you should definitely try it. The last one that I'm talking about today is this one, Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Age Rewind Eraser. Now, this was also very, very hyped, and I remember this being on my wish list for so long, but I wasn't able to buy it because this was for like $1,600-1,700, and I just my heart was just like, no, it should be a little cheaper. So I was waiting for a sale, and then it was on sale, and then I bought it. But I was so disappointed. Like, I had such high expectations for this concealer. Let me first swatch it for you. Okay, can you notice, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's going on like, I don't like it. I don't like the texture at all. It's so dry and thick and powdery. Which, I mean, yeah, maybe it's this texture that does prevent it from creasing a lot, but it's not blendable as such. Like, I can't really blend it with my fingers the way I can with the other concealers, right? And it has a very powderish finish and a very thick, stubborn texture, if I must say. I barely use this, and look at how much I've already used it, because I keep, like, turning the screw, this thing, the cap, again and again, and it doesn't come out. I don't know if there's something wrong with this particular product that I have. Maybe it's just this single one, or if it's the same case with every Age Rewind concealer, I don't know. But there was so much hype around this. I had so many expectations from this. I had such high expectations and hopes, but it really disappointed me. This is something that I would never buy again. But I've heard that the other Maybelline concealer, the Fit Me concealer, is much better. I already used that foundation, so I was thinking of trying that next. But this has to be my favorite. If I had to pick a second one, I think it would be this one, if it doesn't oxidize. then only if I could use this I would, but then I'd put this on number 3 because I can at least use it, right? Even if it's difficult to use or it's a little annoying, but I can at least use this, but I can't use this. But if you're somebody who can, then you should definitely try the Miss Rose concealer. Try this as well. Maybe your product doesn't oxidize too much. I don't know, maybe it's the shade, maybe it's just my luck, but this one has to be my favorite. And next I will be trying the Fit Me concealer by Maybelline, and then I will let you guys know about that. Here are the swatches on my hand. So yeah, this is what the swatches are like. So this one is LA Girl Pro Conceal. It hasn't oxidized, it's just the way it was. This is just the shade I got it in. This one, as you can see, has become a very dark, ugly orangish shade. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This one is the Miss Rose concealer. This has also oxidized a little bit. And the last one is the Maybelline Age Refine. I mean, looking at these swatches right now, honestly, this one looks the best, but I'll leave it to you to decide because maybe you guys like it. You guys like this video. I hope it was helpful, informative, and everything. Let me know what your favorite concealer is. I've heard great things about the Fit Me. I've heard great things about the e.l.f. Camo concealer. And of course the Tarte Shape Tape, which I don't think I'll be able to afford in this lifetime, but let's see. Let me know about what your favorite concealer is, and if you guys have tried any of these concealers before, tell me your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!